Windows 8 was intended to bridge the gap between traditional desktop PCs and the tablet market. But instead of improving computing, it led to widespread rejection from its traditional user base. In this video, we explore why Microsoft's operating system turned its user base away and forced changes people didn't ask for. Windows 8 introduced the tile-based interface. This was more aimed at touch devices, and navigating this large, horizontally scrolling screen with a mouse and keyboard was inefficient compared to the vertical menu of Windows 7. The decision to replace the familiar Start menu with a full tiled-based Start screen disrupted many years of familiarity and confused desktop users. The Start screen took over the whole display, completely hiding the desktop and any running applications. This forced users to switch between two menus, just to launch another program or access a setting, interrupting their workflow. Essential functions like the shutdown options and other basic settings were buried in hidden menus, accessed by moving the mouse to the corners of the screen. This made basic tasks difficult to discover for users familiar with the clearly visible shutdown button in the traditional Start menu. Many users installed apps to bring back a traditional Start menu. Windows 8 essentially featured two separate interfaces. It had the modern interface, which included the Start screen and apps, and the traditional desktop. Users had to constantly switch between these two different environments, creating confusion about where to find specific settings or applications. This approach aimed to provide backward compatibility with existing software while pushing Microsoft's vision for the future of computing, where tablets and traditional computers would merge. However, this implementation was often criticized for being confusing to users accustomed to the desktop-only experience in Windows 7, mainly because of the removal of the familiar Start menu and the need to constantly switch between two visually different interfaces. Overall, Microsoft's attempt to merge PC and tablet experiences resulted in a hybrid operating system that felt unfinished and frustrating. The heavy focus on touchscreen apps turned many users away and contributed to the perception of Windows 8 as a failure. The Windows Store launched with a limited number of high-quality apps. Users expected a wide selection like on iOS and Android, but instead found a small store lacking many popular programs, which discouraged its use. Microsoft assumed that touchscreen laptops and monitors would become widely available and affordable quickly, but this didn't happen at the time Windows 8 was launched. Most PCs in use lacked touch capabilities, rendering the main new features irrelevant to most users. To switch between the apps, users had to navigate to the corners of their screen, which was seen as inefficient with a mouse and keyboard, making tasks harder than on Windows 7. In October 2013, Microsoft acknowledged the complaints by bringing back the Start button in the Windows 8.1 update. While it didn't bring back the full, classic Start menu, the 8.1 update restored the visual Start button to the desktop taskbar. Windows 8.1 also allowed users to bypass the tile-based Start screen and boot directly into the familiar desktop interface. The new app screen allowed for more apps and better organization into groups, responding to feedback about the tile interface. Developers also created tools that mimicked the Windows 7 Start menu or offered ways to boot directly to the desktop, catering to user demand. These third-party applications became very popular and successfully restored familiar functionality. Some of the most notable tools included Classic Shell, Start 8, and Start is Back. These tools not only restored the Start menu, but also often included other features, like disabling the corner gestures or allowing the system to boot directly to the desktop, thereby helping users maintain a classic desktop workflow in the Windows 8 environment. Many of these changes were carried over into Windows 10, which largely succeeded in addressing the core issues. Windows 10 addressed and changed most of the features that were heavily criticized in Windows 8, particularly those that turned away desktop users. Microsoft shifted the focus back to a traditional, desktop-oriented experience while retaining some of the touch-friendly elements. If you want to stay up to date with more insightful content like this, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To receive notifications, whenever our channel posts new content, you can also click on the bell icon.